endeavors has been doing some recruiting for new members, and I thought of my friend David.
And we're doing interviews currently.
The team takes on a new field researcher.
It's been a while. David, hi, have a seat, have a seat. In the room where the lady of the house resides, see how he does. You've never done paranormal research at this scale or in a professional team ever before, right? And one thing was that he's kind of had a fear of the dark. And I was like, well, wait a minute. How's this going to work out, you know?
Was that you?
What do you want from me?
Did the K2 go on?
Mm-hmm.
Does this new member have what it takes?
Nice to meet you then. And thanks for bringing him over, Jeff.
No problem.
Someone finally returns after taking a leave.
Has been missing in action for some time.
I am so excited to see Kim. She is so cool. She's so loving, so nurturing.
Kim is back, everybody.
Hi, everyone! My first time meeting Kim, and I've heard nothing but good things about her.
Surprise! So I've been gone. I went to Michigan for about a year. And wonderful Mary took over my case management position.
Tonight we're going to Ottumwa, and a 16-year-old girl has called us in. Her name's Taylor. Her mom, Heather.
So right now they're showing the pictures of two different people drew, and they matched up to be the same image. I'm refusing, and most of us senses are refusing to see it now.
The girl will see this other girl that's around her age, and she sees her in dreams, plus they've seen her in the house.
And where do you see her in here? I'm just curious.
She'll stand in front of my bed and watch me sleep.
The first sensation that I got coming through the door was that it was very heavy, a lot of emotion.
The biggest thing is she has sworn forever somebody's been knocking. We have called the police out twice.
You're like us, you know, you're sensitive to them, you're clairvoyant, that kind of thing, so.
The new guy gets a sudden grounding reminder.
It was a feeling of pain, sorrow, frustration, empathy.
He had a little bit of an issue with the emotions that are coming towards us right now, but he grounded himself pretty well and he's doing a lot better now.
Revelations stir team conversation as this becomes a dense, heavy case.
Because I thought that maybe the girl might be her. I put her and I said something to her and she started crying and she said, yeah, that's who, but she doesn't have a face.
I told Kim that I think she is me.
We got a lot to talk about, so we're going off topic.
Activity ramps up and so does emotion.
What?
We're talking about things crashing or things being thrown across the room. Does that pique your interest?
It just got eerie in here again.
Tempers flare and someone is asked to leave.
David, you've gone after her. Do you have a problem with people that are weaker than you? I'm just asking a legitimate question.
I understand that.
If I have to, I will pack up my stuff and I will leave.
What? Why? What's going on?
I didn't want him quitting the team because of something that Jeff has done.
Jeff, step outside.
I wasn't in here, but you did a good job, okay?
Go. Yeah, outside.
Jeff needed to act a little bit more mature, I thought.
And we had to have Jeff exit the property as we had to talk.
Everyone's asleep, and I'm all
Paranormal Endeavors has been doing some recruiting for new members, and I thought of my friend David because he's mentioned a few times in the past that he's had an interest in the paranormal.
And we're doing interviews currently with some potential candidates. This is kind of the biggest recruiting session that we've gone through since, I would say, since Raphael and Ross. Hello.
Hey.
Is this David and
Yeah,
what you're
good to
talking
see you
about?
again,
I
yeah.
see it, Jeff. It's been a while. David, hi. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Eric thought on it for a week and came back over tonight to get into some of the training for his shadow case.
Maybe what got you into this? Was it an experience you've had, or?
Well, like when I was about 6 or 7 or so, my parents and I just came back from Des Moines, and it was like late at night, and everybody, they like parked the car, and we were about to get out of the car, and I look over because we have an old house that we used to live in, and there's like a concrete wall with like a metal fence coming out of it, and then it goes over to the ditch, and it becomes like a wooden fence. And in the corner there was a white figure just standing there, and it was a figure of a man, and with like overalls and carrying, or with a pitchfork in his hand.
Because of the fact he's never had any kind of paranormal investigative experience in his past, I wanted to go kind of a step further than just a shadow case. I wanted to see and do kind of a test of the house here to see how he does. We're going to actually time him. Never done paranormal research at this scale or in a professional team ever before, right?
Correct.
All right.
Interesting to see how well he fits in with everybody else. I personally think he'll do fine.
And one thing was that he's kind of had a fear of the dark. And I was like, well, wait a minute. How's this going to work out? You know, and talked to him about it, and kind of got to the root of what his kind of hesitance or his fear of the dark is. We're going to press him on that and see how he does. And Shadow Case is really going to work out on this. That you do understand the reality of it, that there's some parts of it that can be boring. You gotta have patience. There's other parts of it where it be dangerous. It could be something negative. Make sure that he doesn't yell, shout, and run away. Make sure that he doesn't soil himself and need a change of pants. You know, we don't go in there aggressive, yelling, you know, screaming, or, you know, running out and tinkling, and, you know, we don't do any of that.
Pooping our pants.
Yeah, pooping our pants, you know.
Had a couple issues with fear of the dark, but I think we hopefully worked through that with the test that we did tonight upstairs. So I guess we'll find out next week on the shadow case if the test actually did its job.
This will be a good test for you. You're going to be part of our team. You can't be, you know, afraid to be in a room by yourself. Most of the time we'll be in pairs, but in case, like, Jeff is in this room, for example, and you're in this room by yourself, you're still within reach of each other.
Distance.
Yeah, and sometimes you still see each other, because you might just be in threshold of this door, and you might just be, you know, right here in a room. We've done that before, and that's fine. We're still close to each other enough. Kim, she moved to Michigan. She's been there for over the last year or so, approximately, and she had already pretty much promised me she was going to be more involved when she gets back.
Well, Tori's stepped down because of time commitment, and guess she's moving, and so Endeavors has done a few interviews on people.
We'll go ahead and send you in there and see if you can be in there. We'll do at least 5 minutes, as long as we can, and Jeff can time us, but keep an eye on the clock. So you can go ahead. You have the forensic light. That's all he has right now, and he's going to be looking through the viewfinder of the night shot camera. All right, you ready? Okay. And 5 minutes starts right now. You can ask questions.
Is the lady here? If you are here, can you show yourself? Was that you?
One minute and 30 seconds.
Are you still here?
Two minutes. Three minutes. You can still ask questions.
Are you here with me?
Did you go into the closet at all? You could have. If you wanted to. Was that because you didn't?
I didn't feel comfortable doing that.
Okay. Why? I mean, what told you not to do?
I don't know. I don't know what it was. I didn't feel comfortable doing it. So I moved around the room. Well, I got. I don't know.
Let's see if you can. I mean, Jeff can be in this room here. I want to see if you can go in the closet. Let's see if you can go in there, feel comfortable enough, and pull the door shut behind you. Think of questions on your own. 3 minutes.
What's your name? What do you want from me?
Did the K2 go off?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I heard it.
Yep. It went up to red.
Good. And how do you feel? What's your reaction to that? It's never happened to you before.
Yeah, it's kind of... It makes me nervous a little bit. Just a little bit.
Okay. What else?
Anxious.
When they're wanting it to. If you're fighting it, then yeah, it's not going to work because they're fighting it. But it's just calming. It helps you regain your... It's like me, I'm getting mellow right now. I'm just holding it and I'm not even trying to focus on me. I'm trying to send it your way. But do you feel anything?
Mm-hmm.
And this is just a technique that we can use. You seem to be better. I guess time will tell. Giving him a shot though with the shadow case coming up. And again, it's not a promise or guarantee to join. So we'll just see. We'll get you ready to go through the training aspect of it and get you ready for shadow case. Nice to meet you then. And thanks for bringing him over, Jeff.
No problem.
So hopefully he's going to work out. And we'll see from there. So, all right, after you.
Doing better than I was before. Kind of was on the list of getting canned because I wasn't doing my part of communicating back and forth like I was supposed to. Got that taken care of, and I'll be more active within the group now.
So, welcome everybody to this case. Mary's going to go over the briefing on this one in just a little bit. A nice welcome our newbie. Here will be his shadow case. So, David just finished his initial training and the paperwork and all that kind of stuff. First, before we get on with that, we actually have a special visitor who's actually on our team, but has been missing in action for some time. No secret on this one, you probably have an idea who it is. So we'll actually have her come in right now. Kim is back, everybody.
Hi, everyone. Oh, look who's back.
I want to be cut again.
Hi. I'll walk around here and hug everyone.
Surprise!
No, that was into it.
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, you're fine. Dance with you. That was just awkward.
So I've been gone. I went to Michigan for about a year. And wonderful Mary took over my case management position, and she did an awesome job.
Hey!
Oh,
I missed you guys.
yeah.
Mwah.
All right.
That's
Welcome
enough.
back, Kim. Okay, so she's a little rusty, so I have to remember to remind her of things.
To behave.
Yes.
Exactly.
Apparently we're gonna be
I'm naughty.
Yeah. Don't always do as she does.
She did a wonderful job. I was so proud of her.
I'm glad she's back and she can teach me more. Yeah.
Help her.
You've done good.
Mary's done a lot.
Thank
You've done
you.
really good. I'm proud of you.
I have a lot to learn from you though. Because I forgot to even do a part of this. So. I forgot to do.
Remember the first case we did together with her, and I wrote it down as she was reading, and
Yes, I watched that. She's just like, and I'm on the radio, and I'm just like, are you guys ready? And she's like, hold on. And then you just took it from her and read it.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Yeah.
driving up to
It was Newell.
Yeah.
We started missing home. Jason wanted to come back, and I missed my team and my friends, so we came back Tuesday, I think it was. And then I'm here surprising everyone.
And we had a surprise guest on this one, actually. Kim had showed up out of nowhere, just kind of surprised us. And she is wonderful that she's back here. And I can't wait to work with her again. She's a little rusty. I'm going to give her a hard time about that. You know, she disappeared for over a year, and now she's back.
Very, very happy to have Kim back, and I can learn a lot more from Kim.
I am so excited to see Kim. She is so cool. She's so loving, so nurturing. Great person on our team.
I'm new to paranormal endeavors. I've always wanted to be part of a paranormal group and such.
This is my second case that I'm going on with the crew. There's a couple different people here that I didn't get to meet last time. And we have a newbie, which is kind of exciting that I'm not the newbie this time. But we're going into this, and I honestly have no idea where we're going, no clue what it's all about, but I'm ready, I'm here, and I can't wait to leave.
Yeah, I can't believe we're on chapter 5 already. So
This is my first time meeting Kim, and I've heard nothing but good things about her. And I got told she's an exciting person and has a great personality, and so far I think I can definitely get along with her, and I can't wait to work with her.
And a 16-year-old girl has called us in. Her name's Taylor. Her mom, Heather, has okayed it. I talked to her too. And they have moved into this house from Arizona. It's been a few months ago, or about a year ago. And they're having problems with, like, the girl will see this other girl that's around her age, and she sees her in dreams, plus they've seen her in the house.
Was it by chance a suicide?
I don't know. We don't know much about the
That's
house
because
history.
they didn't know exactly who it is.
No, and I tried to get a hold of someone from Ottumwa to find out if there's any history, and she couldn't tell me anything about
Do they have
it.
the deed?
What?
The abstract?
No, they don't have that. I don't believe it is. The house was built in 1995, but there's been like.
Oh, it's 95?
Yes. See, that's another thing, and it's a new house.
We had Mary set this one up. It'll be a private residential. We'll go in there and see what we can do. Mary's about to brief us here.
Oh, we're going on a case. It's in Ottumwa, and I'm really excited to go to Ottumwa because my dad's family is originally from that area. So it's kind of like going home.
I am cold as can be in this case. I really didn't pay attention to where I was going until my husband asked where I was going today, so I know nothing. I'm really excited about this case, see what goes on.
So it'll be nice to get back in there. We've done a couple kind of fun cases. It'll be nice to do another like more serious case again where we help people. It's kind of our bread and butter. So
Having the most reaction to it, that it could be something attached to Taylor. She does have a small sister, a younger sister, I should say, that is a little bit upset. I guess even her boyfriend, who I believe stays there every once in a while, he sees her too, and like they have knocking and stuff like that. They just want to pretty much know what it is, if it's attachment to Taylor or if it's, you know, something to do with the house. Like they've done a lot of remodeling, and you know how remodeling will, you know,
stir things up.
yeah, stir things up. And when they ripped up the carpet, they started hearing voices and seeing the girl, and then she started seeing her in the dreams. So yeah, it all seems set around also with remodeling.
We've been on an evidence blitz right now. I've been super busy. I can't wait to get back and start analyzing evidence again. I've switched shifts at work, and it's caused a little bit of delay in everything else in my life. So I'm switching back, and hopefully I'll jump back into it and get everything knocked out.
Like the mother and the daughter have drawn pictures individually, and they're similar.
Did we obtain copies of these, or are they there and they're going to show us when we get there?
I think they might have them there. I mean, they never sent me any copies of them.
That's good to our advantage then, because I kind of want us to go in before they show it to us. Maybe on the way you call them and let them know, hide that stuff away, and then at the end of the night when we do the spiritual, then we'll see if we can validate it.
Yeah, and then I think there's something. Okay, this girl, how they describe her, is she's like the same age as Taylor. She's kind of like a teenage girl.
Going to a private residence case here. That's a priority case here shortly. Don't know much about it at all. Mary's going to brief us here eventually on it.
She had a dream one night, because the girl comes to her in her dreams, and it asked, do you know who I am? And she goes, no. And it's like, you should know who I am.
Okay. First things first, just want to check in with you guys. We're almost to the location. As we were kind of discussing there, we were advised that there's going to be maybe a couple extra bodies there. So we're going to try to see what we can do to minimize human contamination. How's David doing? Is he getting nervous yet or hyperventilating?
He threw up 3 times, but he's good.
Good, yeah.
Yesterday I just had strong feelings that something was in the air, something was coming, like something big was gonna happen.
There's just something about this case that's got me an uneasy feeling.
I'm actually kind of feeling the same way. I mean, it definitely feels a little creepy to me. Plus, right now my senses are heightened because it involves children. And I don't know what it is, whether it's in the future, whether it's about the case, whether it's now. It just felt like there's something happening.
Are you nervous because you feel something, or?
Well, I think it's nerves, and I have an uneasy feeling on top of it. I don't know if it's to do with the case or what.
But I had a feeling the last few days that there was something off.
Yeah.
I didn't share that with any of you. Sorry.
What's going to happen with the case? We've kind of had an uneasy feeling since leaving my house this morning. I don't know if it has anything to do with the case or what.
Mary, we'll kind of have you be up front with me since you said this.
Hi. I'm Mary with Paranormal Endeavors.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, Mary.
This is Sarah.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
too.
She's very friendly. Don't worry. Come on in.
I'll let you, because I want to, we're going to be cold.
I can take a picture.
Because I want to see
I don't
if we
wanna-
see this
I just
later
can't.
on. Now they're showing the pictures two different people drew, and they matched up to be the same image. I'm refusing, and most of us senses are refusing to see it now until later on when we do our spiritual, and we're going to validate the photos.
You can tell where her eyes would be, like it'll indent where her eyes is, and it comes out where her nose is. This is my full body drawing of her, where I can tell where her facial features would be, but they aren't there. Just looks like me.
Kind of looks like you.
Some of us can see and hear and feel things.
We can touch it back.
And then we can get names and we can do other things. So we'll try to help you.
Can you go see them?
Go see what?
Go see the apartments.
Yeah, we'll bring it in so you don't have to come out. We'll bring it in here and you can watch us set it up. And maybe we can find something for you to help out do. When I walked in, I felt very overwhelmed. I was drawn to the two girls' room and the one closet. I was emotional, wanted to cry. I think it was the anxiety from Taylor.
You're very emotional?
I started almost crying. Dude, I did. In her room.
Yeah, I felt that night.
And then I wanted to hug the daughter.
Yeah.
I'm like really but something's drawing me to the basement. The first sensation that I got coming through the door was that it was very heavy, a lot of emotion. I went back to one of the back bedrooms where one of the daughters sleep, and I just got overwhelming feelings, and I don't know, there's a little bit of anxiety and like a lot of like just. Well, I want to go. I ended up having to come out to the kitchen, and there was a point in time where I actually started crying a little bit because of just everything flooding me at one time. I actually went outside and got grounded a little bit and came back in, and I'm feeling a lot better now.
He's just screwing the bottom of the camera.
I have some that has 5 fingers.
Which end?
I know.
Does this screw into here?
No, the other end, the small
This
end.
one?
Up my dosage.
Goes there.
I know some of us senses are already kind of feeling up some information. We're trying to hold on to it till later on. That's why some of us didn't want to see the images.
Okay.
Yeah, we want to see to validate ourselves. You're like us. You're sensitive to them and clairvoyant, that kind of thing. So we're gonna try to figure out what's going on here, and we're gonna do our setup now. Go out and get all the equipment set up.
This is my first investigation or shadow case, and I learned about the different equipment being used and how to set it up.
I got to help with the case manager when we ask questions, because I realized with my job, what I do for a normal living, I ask lots of questions, and I probably do it without thinking with the client. It went really well. And where do you see her in here? I'm just curious.
She'll stand in front of my bed and watch me sleep, or stand in the corner, up in like the corner of the wall.
And she's dressed not in old clothes, but she's t-shirt and jeans.
Can I walk around?
Just like you?
Can I go in the closet for me?
Yeah.
Hold that thought.
She just kind of dresses like you. Then she doesn't have a period, like clothing like a long dress.
She dresses like me.
Just like you. Okay.
And she's the same height as me. Long brown hair like me. I wasn't seeing her, but I was hearing things around the house. Like, I would have someone knock on my window. We thought we had like someone watching us. I thought I had someone watching me when I was sleeping. I thought it was a real person. But I've had knocks on my window, and that was a repeated thing. It happened every night at the same time.
So how does he feel when he's sleeping on this bed?
I don't think he really feels anything.
You don't think he does? He doesn't
No, he
feel
finds
anything?
it creepy, but he don't think he feels anything.
This bed, this is the bed that I died on.
Is it the same bed itself?
So
This is the actual bed.
This mattress and all.
So this was left here then, and you guys just.
I moved it we bought it from him because my husband's active duty.
Okay.
He passed away in my room, but I moved it here. My husband brought me my bed, so this was actually their bed.
Okay.
This is my first shadow case with the group.
But the weird thing is I really don't remember my childhood. Anything about it. Actually, I remember like little certain bits and pieces of things, but for the most part, I don't remember anything.
Really, I don't either. That's really strange. I don't meet very many people that go through that.
David's doing pretty good for training. He's catching on pretty quick, and we'll see how the rest of the night goes.
How does this? How did this group get together? Just.
Well, I know a little bit of the back history on the entire group. I know Eric is the founding member of everything. I actually came across this group because I work with a former member of this group, and they actually did a day walk of my house that I moved into where I live now, because there's an elderly gentleman bugging my children.
I had a blonde moment. I had a blonde moment, and I decided to lock the keys in the car. I wanted to make it interesting.
I didn't tell anyone. I wouldn't tell when I started doing the ghost, like going in.
Kim, did you grab my keys out of the car?
Oh my God, no.
They were in there.
I locked it.
I know.
Can you get into it?
Not without my other keys.
Well, you didn't tell me. I messed up. We can. Eric, I did a boo-boo.
You get away.
I'm betting. I left the keys in the car because our purses were in the car and I thought he had his keys.
Whose car's mine? Oh.
I'm betting Derek. Is it how new is your car?
2015.
Oh. I don't know if Derek can get into it.
I just assumed.
And, well, of course, we had a little bit of a delay because my keys got locked into my car, so we had to get that taken care of.
I have a buddy that works on vehicles. I think he has a tool.
There is a tool.
Yeah, he has the tool. Let me just message Sean.
Sorry.
No, I'm not worried about it.
I can't even get in the house with my house keys on there.
You're done.
We had a little problem with Jeff's car. His keys got locked in it, and so we had to stop what we were doing to get that figured out.
Everything with the setup went fine. Other technical difficulties, like with Jeff's car, and kind of threw us back a little bit, but we're back on track and ready to get started.
Ready for the rest of the night and curious to see what's going to happen.
I'd like to work with David a little bit, and maybe Kim
You want me to go with you?
as well, because kind of the senior investigators tonight with the new guy. And then Mary for this first one, you want to kind of watch, if you and India kind of want to watch, and guide us if you see something, you see a shadow person, you see, Carrie levitating or whatever, just say something so we know.
And something's in here. I can feel the heaviness.
Yeah. Well, that was going off by itself earlier, that motion light.
Yeah, I'm feeling it.
You want me to do the...
It's just going between orange and red.
I think it stays at orange and red right there.
I haven't got red, I just got orange.
Alright, we need it to stop because this consistency is not good enough right now.
Overwhelmed in one of the girls' rooms. Interested in seeing what we come up with.
Hello?
Hello?
Is it me?
It's me.
What are you looking for? Are you coming in?
I'm just coming in to bring you a camera.
It is way high EMF.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know what's. I think the.
I don't like it in here.
Are you gonna be okay?
No, I'll be fine.
Right there. We got no MEF.
Okay. Make sure you take pictures.
Burn. Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Battery's down to 76 minutes.
Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like it's walking right next to me. Is there something right next to me? You heard that creaks like it was right next to me, correct?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Is there any message you want us to give to her? It just went to yellow.
I heard
Thank
it.
you. That was really cool. You moved that.
If that was you, can you do that again?
Did you get that on camera? Did I ask the question when it came?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. What is that smell in this room? It smells like fire.
Do me close the door.
Electrical. Something electrical. Do you smell that?
I smell something peculiar. Mm-hmm. As we walk in and get us member to focus on.
I don't know.
It smells not so much electrical, but it's like a mix with
I'm sitting on the bed.
something. Ooh, that might stir something, you never know. Okay, here we go. See, this room is nice, it's no EMF. We'll have the K2 right here. We'll see if it'll go off.
I'm just feeling
But I'm feeling something.
what they're feeling.
Like, yeah. But I'm blocking it. Alright, are you here still with us? You made this device right here just blinks some lights. I think you know how to use it. You've done it before, I believe. Are you able to make that blink some lights right now, please? Let us know that you are here.
Or make a noise if you can't.
I want you to be over and where that little cold spot might have been and to see if you feel it.
It's still cold over here. But it isn't. Whoa. It's
You
not
feel
this,
it? Mm-hmm.
But it's not that.
Mm-mm.
Feel right over here, right by me. Right here.
Like right here, yeah. It's cold. It's.
Are you like on Kim's lap?
No, your legs are freezing. Jesus.
He's feeling up my legs, people.
Oh, my legs are cold. No, it's right here.
Mm-hmm. K2 went off again. Have that over by you, Kim, and see if it goes off when you have it in the... Is that you? Are you sitting on Kim's lap? Because you must be in that area. We can detect you.
Do you want me to get off your bed?
If we had her come in here and lay down at some point, and she even felt comfortable enough doing this.
Let me go ask her.
And see. Because there's something that's telling me to get her in here. I don't know why. Yet. If she feels...
Are you attached to the house itself? I think so.
We do 2 pictures, so we do 2 flashes, okay? Okay. So don't look in the flash. Flash. Flash.
Alright, you were giving us cold feelings before on the leg areas and thighs. Are you able to do that again then with a third person?
Do you know who's on the bed?
What about ankles?
Yeah.
It can start there and move its way up. Sometimes it did that. Are you starting to feel it?
Feeling cold, Taylor?
No, only on my ankles. Really, really cold on my ankle, but I feel really warm.
Like your chest?
Very heavy.
Because we didn't have it down that low. Let's see if we can find another...
Just set it on the carpet there in the corner.
Yeah, it's going to be from the floor. So like, yeah, almost bed level up. Are you still in here with us right now?
I don't think so.
I don't
feel
either.
anything.
Mm-mm.
This is a room I don't have really much problems with. But
I think we should take her in the other room.
my room, I feel really uncomfortable. The girl lives in my closet.
Do you want to go in there with us? Do you
I'm
feel
fine.
comfortable?
I just don't like the man. I just don't like the man that's in there. I mean, I can go in there. I sleep in there every night. It's no different.
I mean, we're there, and if you feel uncomfortable at all, we can leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll be
Okay.
fine. I sleep there every night.
Do you want to switch rooms?
But I get
Well,
really
let's
bad.
see what they're getting anything else.
Are you upset that we're here trying to communicate with you? No? Did you hear it?
I'm getting the feeling we're being watched, but they're not saying much.
I feel like I might block it because as a mother myself, I have some anger because I'm fearful for this young lady. Or protective, not angry. I'm protective. Can you make that one light stop?
Question, are you guys getting anything? Is Graham Taylor in here?
That's what I was just going to suggest. Send Taylor in and see.
Yeah, and see what happens.
Are you annoyed with us being here?
Just say yep. Say yep.
Alright, we brought her in here. I think you might recognize her. What was that noise?
I wheeze.
Oh, okay.
That's my breathing.
Alright. Are you present with us right now? There's a energy in here. It seems to be the strongest energy.
Now I'm hot.
Yeah.
I get very warm.
My feet are like on fire now.
No, I get very warm when he's around.
I feel the warmth. I feel more of the warmth than the cold tonight. You're almost clammy.
And it didn't happen until
Yeah, I
she
don't
came
really
in.
get cold or anything. I get warm. When I sleep, he hovers above me. He hovers above me.
Alright, so the Spirit Interceptor took quite a tumble. That thing, for some reason, fell about 4 feet onto the ground. Pretty sturdy sucker because the footage and the cameras aren't still running. It was just the battery was disconnected from the flashing light mechanism, but other than that, it was still running. That was the Interceptor. It rolled off. I don't know why, unless one of them. But they also knew that it was up on a shelf. They removed it up there, and so even if they were trying to pull a joke and move that thing, they knew it wouldn't have very far to go and would likely fall, which would make me unhappy if it was deliberately done. And if I'm unhappy, then they would be unhappy.
Where I sleep.
Because she was talking, again, he was sitting level.
Yeah, and you heard it. It was like somebody hit the remote. Can you ask at command if Mary or somebody flipped the thing?
Here, hold this.
Because he was on there, and it was like the power came on it.
That's where she hovers and watches me.
Yeah.
She's like my doppelganger, but has no face. She's a lot like me.
Okay.
My battery is draining hardcore on this too, Eric.
I feel really weird.
Where's the other batteries for this? My headache's gotten worse, Eric.
When I see him, I don't see her.
Case profile, dominant intelligent.
She's not here at the moment. It's something else.
She's not here.
But the setup, you know what I mean? It's falling into that category.
Whatever it's here,
Your energy could be manifesting yourself. It's like your own
way of protecting herself.
Sort of. I'm trying to think of like those holograph or pictures, holograms. Sort of like that. You're projecting yourself. Have you heard of astral projection?
No.
Okay. That's when somebody actually leave their own body and view themselves from
Oh.
wherever else. A lot of people near death will do that.
I do that when I'm sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I have the I want to run out of here feeling.
Yeah. Well, that's what he wants.
He ain't gonna get.
Strong enough to make. He's affected a lot of my investigators tonight.
He doesn't.
He's impacted you to a degree. The mood in there then suddenly started to change a bit. Became a little bit more eerie to a degree. And another item suddenly moved and fell. Yeah.
I didn't catch it either because I paused the camera.
One of these times though in here, between that falling and that falling, it's gonna be the real deal.
What's that?
Are you in here with us? Cell sensor EMF meter. It's similar concept as that, but it's a different type. We're talking about things crashing or things being thrown across the room. Does that pique your interest? Alright, should we be careful? Get our hard hats on?
It just got eerie in here again.
It did.
I got the chills.
Yeah.
I want to go. It's time to.
Let's step out.
It's time to step out for a few.
Because I'm talking about those things as warnings.
That's what I'm starting to think.
If we come in here and we see the spirit interceptor crash on the ground again, then we'll know.
I know it feels heavier in this room.
Or something. I'm gonna leave that. Wait, there's nothing. I'm gonna do some stuff.
It is heavier in this room, and yeah, I feel it in my chest.
You the gentleman in the button-up shirt I keep seeing? You have facial hair? I see work shirt, button-up. Whether it be like a Dickies, Carhartt. You need to step out, Mary.
No, it's just through when you start saying Dickies Carhartt. I'm wondering if I'm getting the man that had the heart attack because a lot of pain, a lot of pressure on my chest, hard to breathe, headache. I think I'm feeling him.
Do you want that? Do you want to be crossed over? Do you want to go somewhere else?
Taylor, are you here? Can you repeat that? No. Can you repeat that? No.
I was asking, do you want Taylor in here again? I got the chills in.
Can we go? Should we go get Taylor? She's watching.
I was asking, do you want Taylor in here again? I got the chills in.
Can we go? Should we go get Taylor? She's watching. Is she watching on the video?
Do we have the lights back on?
No, there's no way that she would unless it's
Oh, that's it.
her
Oh.
double.
Or if it's, yeah, if it's her
Is she
double.
over by the closet?
No. Is she over here? That's where she says she sees her.
Whoa. I just got chills.
Where's the man that scares her? Mike.
Mike. Is your name Mike? He's doing this as a way to repel us out of here. The headaches and the pressure, the nausea and the chest pain.
Yeah.
Spirits will do that to maximize their chance of leaving them alone.
What is your name? I want to know your name now.
You just said shut up.
Okay, too long.
Want more?
A lot more what? What? You need to get out?
Nope.
So you're gonna do it to David again?
Looks like it looks like you're for him. He doesn't have my bracelet on anymore either. Yep.
Yep. That was clear. Find this fun.
You got it, Mary?
Here, get this back on. Back on right now.
Come on, let's go outside.
It's okay.
You gotta get him outside. Get him outside.
Here's the camera. I'm gonna get my jacket. Come on, sweetie. I'm gonna get my jacket.
Stop. David.
I got very emotional and had to go outside, and I broke down, and it was a feeling of pain, sorrow, frustration, empathy all at once, and I couldn't handle it. I had to step aside with Eric and a couple other members, Kim, and they calmed me down.
Okay.
I think my bracelet is keeping.
Here.
Because I didn't put the holy water on it before.
Hold this. Alright, calm.
So I guess I did feel so bad for David because he was having a moment where it was all overwhelming to him.
And how strong we have to be grounded. You know, sometimes you go to a place and you feel like, oh, I'm good. And then you might not be. You might not be as grounded as you thought. It depends on the strength of the energy that's there. And so we were really tested on this one when we walked in, and we actually had to walk out. David actually had an experience. I was kind of thinking something like this was going to happen with him, just being new and very, very open. So I was not surprised we had to step out and do kind of white light cleansing on him. Let me just clear this area around here. Close your eyes, of course. Extremely busy. See the can flickering through your eyelids. Ground yourself. It happens to the rest of us. You know?
It's happened to me.
Especially when you're not grounded.
Oh, like Mama Jackie had to pull me out of places. Yeah.
Eric's had to pull me out more than once.
I thought I was gonna have to leave myself. I started crying.
That's why I touched you.
And that's why Eric's got me to the point.
I started crying.
Since I got blessed before I came with holy
If you
water,
want to wear that, you can.
I think you should wear this.
Because Mary's not feeling much.
I'm not feeling much,
Yeah.
so you wear it because I think it's keeping it away from me.
serves every block up.
Are you religious at all? You need to also, for me, and we all have different beliefs and everything. I don't come here without the permission of my God. There you go. So if he wants me here, he's here. But I also know that he's with me. We got a lot to talk about. Sorry, I'm going off topic. They're talking, we left and I think she felt kind of like I was being rude because they were giving us lots of information. But I told her that we would really want the cameras in there for it.
And we had to, do some grounding exercises with them. I gave him my bracelet to wear that had been blessed.
There's been times that this thing has visited her and she hasn't been able to talk, and it's kind of
sleep paralysis.
Daughter? Yes, the older daughter. That it stood by her and she couldn't talk, and it had her stuck
For like 20 minutes.
But this is stuff that I told her we need to leave because we need to get the cameras in there. But I think I felt bad because I felt like I was shutting her down. I felt I was shutting her down.
And I know how it goes, and I'm just so glad that he's now, feeling better and that he's ready to pursue it, because I do not want that experience to deter him from investigating with us.
And I told her I didn't mean to be rude. But that's something you'd want to talk, and we'll come back and talk about it.
You're gonna be okay?
I have a book of prayers in there if you'd like to read through it.
When I was standing next to her, I wanted to give her a hug.
I want to do that with the daughter.
Both of them.
Okay.
Alright.
It'll be okay. Do you don't know that too? I've already asked her at the end to have a talking with the girl because
we're here.
She's sensitive and she understands. We're all sensitive on weird levels. I'm not, but
Kleenex or something there.
There's napkins in the juke still, probably.
Okay, we just need to make sure we're collected though. If you need to be out here, if someone wants to stay with until you be sure that you can go in.
I'll stay out and smoke a cigarette with him if he wants. I have no problem doing that.
He had a little bit of an issue with the emotions that are coming towards us right now, but he grounded himself pretty well and he's doing a lot better now.
He didn't run off down the street soiling himself, so we're very, very proud that he stayed here and completed this. So hopefully he'll be a return investigator, because that's a good test. It really is.
And it's gonna freak you out. That's why you have our numbers. If you know. But this is a big step for you to,
To heal.
Yeah. And I was talking to my mom about that.
Yeah, because we're bringing up those type of topics in there when she was talking. And he said a trigger for these kinds of things could be trauma.
Okay,
Little kid.
And things, they added up. They really fit together. And I think that we really did tap on the main source of what's going on there. Everything, all the signs and the evidence point in that direction.
What are you doing?
Is that what it said? Because there's kind of a split on the team of if we need to go to that next session, do another EVP session, or call it a night.
I think we need to get rid of. I think
maybe saging her room, cleansing her room, cleansing the house.
I think we need a cleansing. I think we
And
need
then
to get
show
it out
them.
of here.
Show them how to
It's a
cleanse so they know how to do it.
Yeah.
If we're not here,
Okay.
It's
if
a
they
tech to
feel,
many people. It needs to get out.
I think we got enough through the science sessions that we don't need to do just a spiritual round or another one. We got enough information off of what we think
No,
it is.
I would say get it out of here now.
Yeah. Because you've seen what it was doing. Negative feeds off negative.
Yeah.
Power's on now, see the light.
Oh.
So now our contamination is back, but
He said, "Oh yeah."
there's a spider web going.
Yeah, that's what it is. It felt like somebody went
yeah,
like that. It's happened like 3 times over here.
just 10 million. True.
Well, then there came the incident with Jeff. Yeah.
Well, I'm dry cleansing.
Is there something that, do you have an issue with people that are weaker than you or something? Because that's twice now that you've gone after David. You've gone after her. Do you have a problem with people that are weaker than you?
Hey, we've got a. I know what you're trying, but she's really sensitive.
All that, trying to find out what was going on. The thing about that happened was, you know, Dave was new and he didn't need to see Jeff get all angry and emotional because I didn't want, you know, David seemed like a really good guy and I didn't want him quitting the team because of something that Jeff has done, and you know, Jeff needed to act a little bit more mature, I thought.
You know what I mean? And very vulnerable.
I'm just asking legitimate
Yeah,
questions.
I understand that.
If I have to, I will pack up my stuff and I will leave.
What? Why? What's going on?
I think Jeff needs to learn, I guess, not to be such a drama queen and just not get so angry.
I know, Jeff. It's alright.
It was like all hell was starting to break loose.
Well, we also have to make sure we're not feeding on this.
Yeah, don't, because that's what it's wanting to do.
Come on, here, can you
That's
come
what
on?
it's wanting to do.
Come on.
Jeff, step
I
outside.
wasn't in here, but you did a good job, okay?
Let's go. Yeah, outside. As a team lead, you're knowledgeable that this stuff could happen, but you really hope that it won't.
I'm gonna go there in a second.
Don't even bother.
No, Jeff.
Was that you that was deep breathing?
That was, it was me. For audio.
And we had to prepare for the worst, and we had to have Jeff exit the property as we had to talk.